It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
Well, you heard Duke. If he's all out of gum, it must be that time. Alright, now I gotta push the right buttons. Oh, man. I've been doing too much work in the studio. Oh, my goodness gracious. Ooh, Lord. Okay, hang on a minute. We gotta make a small adjustment here. Oof. Yikes, that looks terrible. How did I fuck this up? Hang on a minute. Let's try that. There we go. All right, that looks a little less crap. I'm looking at the text on the screen going, wait a minute, what the devil is that? All right, here we go. Let's do this button now. Work for me, genius. All right, let's go. How's it going, everybody? How are we doing? So, the reason for the comment, right? The reason I've been doing too much work in the studio, after Mobile, right? I took all the setup to Mobile. I did the big stream for Star Wars Unlimited. I've got another one this coming weekend. 2 more this coming weekend. So, I've got a kind of a partial setup down in the studio where I've been doing some work and some update and some cleanup and some improvement on the overlays. But down there, I use a Stream Deck XL, which is four rows of 8 buttons each. So the thing is, it's pretty good sized, right? When I come back up to my desk here upstairs in the study, I have a regular Stream Deck. It's 3 rows of 5, so it's like this big. And I went down and went, oh wow, okay, this thing's it's so tiny. So I was like, yikes, okay, I got to get used to this thing again. I know, I know, streamer problems. You guys don't really care. How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I apologize, no Monday stream this week. I had desperately wanted to get something on the calendar, and it didn't happen. Other things crept up. I suspect that will be the case this coming Monday as well, given that I'm going to be streaming significant portions of the day, both Saturday and Sunday. I think if I try to stream Monday night, Ginger's going to be a little torqued at me. So don't expect a stream Monday night. But as we get a little closer to March, I'm going to start putting stuff back on the calendar. Probably going back to Unlimited, because I can do that down in the studio as opposed to in here. If you guys remember last week, on Discord, I've talked about, for the next few months, streaming at the PC on Monday nights is no bueno because Ginger has online classes going on. So if I'm going to stream Monday nights, it can't be PC stuff. But as I noted on Discord, it's going to give me an excuse to get down into the studio and make some things happen. So, yeah, Zinda, the XL is part of the setup. Like, I'll be straight up. The way I have the overlays for Star Wars Unlimited I can't do it without the XL. There's not enough buttons on a regular Stream Deck. Without the XL, the overlay system that I use for Star Wars Unlimited would be impossible to manage. Flat out impossible. It would be a nightmare. The XL is the only... Torqued Ginger would make a good band name. Yeah, it's my Metallica cover band. The only reason that system works the way it does, as well as it does, is because I have, on any given screen, I have 32 buttons to play with as opposed to 15. Without it, it would never work. So that's something that showing that to people has been a lot of fun too, right? You know, you get people that come up at events and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'll show them. And how do you do that? And I'll kind of loosely explain it because to really explain how some of the overlays work would require you to understand how OBS works, and most people don't. And so I just say, I do some shenanigans and overwrite files and then turn scenes on at the right time, and I have each one of that programmed to an individual button, and each individual button is a card, and I have to do each card twice for a player 1 and a player 2. And they're like, that's a lot. I was like, yes, it took a while to program. The result is wonderful, but you have to do all the work up front for it to look awesome on tournament day. So, yeah, I see that winter has kind of caught up to some of you guys. It finally caught up to us his last couple of days here on the Gulf Coast. Up until I think Monday and Tuesday, it was still like 80, right? And then today it was like, oh, well, it got cold again. Yeah, it got cold again. Yesterday it was like down in the 50s again during the day, and then was 30, 37 last night and 43 this morning and stuff. Cluster, you're welcome. I appreciate. First of all, thank you for the kind words. There's almost nothing. This is going to sound a little conceited, I suppose, but there's almost no bigger compliment you could pay me with regards to how I do Unlimited than it's high production quality. Because when I sat down to start thinking through how I was going to do that, that was my main goal. Was I want to blow people away with how good this looks, how good it can look. And I've gotten a lot of great feedback, basically people saying, that's amazing. I didn't think you could make the game look this good, right? I didn't think you could get a camera that I would be able to read the cards. I'm like, yeah, it's doable. It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all, but it's doable. I had a guy message me on Discord, and he was very, very complimentary. He goes, I really love your setup. It looks amazing. I have to know, how do you do that with an overhead camera? I said, well, the first rule is don't buy a webcam. I said that is a 4K DLSR that I'm using as a video camera. And we talked through it, and I was like, I'm using, I said, and the other thing that I learned the hard way, was buy the right lens, right? Glass matters. It's one of the first times I've ever messed with those cameras down there that the glass made a massive difference. I originally started with that overhead camera, and I had kind of a cheapo, starter kit lens on it. And, that wasn't, if you know Canon cameras, they have different mount systems for the lenses, because of course they do. It's a way to get money out of you. And I was using an adapter so that I could use it on the camera, so I could use a cheaper lens. I went out and I spent the money to buy a proper lens that fit the mount that was designed for the camera, and it was like night and day. It was like, holy crap, it was amazing. 9 degrees. Burr, 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 burr. So, anyways, I'm super excited about. I'm going to be deployed. That anyway. We're doing another road show on Saturday. Pulling it back into the car on Saturday night. Driving home. I get to sleep in my own bed Saturday night. Get up Sunday morning. Ginger's going to help me go set up at the local shop, because she wants to learn how to help me set the physical gear up. It's looking very, very I won't say likely. I'll say more than an above average chance that I'll be taking everything to Denver in April and doing a stream of Star Wars Unlimited from one of the first big, what they're calling sector qualifier tournaments in Denver in the first weekend of April. That's not confirmed yet. I don't have a full-on official invite, and all that sort of stuff. But it is looking very likely. I've had some preliminary talks with the guys that are hosting that event, and they've said, hey, thanks for reaching out. We're putting together a streaming area. So it's probably going to happen. We're not. The magic words he said to me was that I went ding was, we're not providing official coverage. Excellent. That I will help take care of that for you. When he told me that, I went, okay. I think I've got my in now. So he's like, we're going to provide you a space and power. I was like, that's all I need. I'll be fine. I got everything. Trust me. I've got way more gear than I probably need to be dragging with me that far. But we're going to make it happen. So should be a good time. But yeah, guys, it's boats night. I suppose we should do boats. I have had so little time to put my head into boats lately. It's kind of crazy. I did sit down. I think it was Sunday. Was it Sunday night? I'm actually going to go look now. I believe it was Sunday night. I played a game of boats. I logged in, and I thought, you know what? I need to get back on my learn to play the Italian Destroyer series. I've got a great game for Luca Trigo in the can already, but I needed an Aviere game. I had one from about 6 weeks ago that I recorded, and it was an okay game, but it wasn't a great one. And I was like, I want to believe I can do better. And so I sat down and played a game in Aviere, and one game, and it was like, yep. That's it. That's the game for the video. I'm good now. So I got a little wind back in my sails. Like, all right, let's go. When was that game? The 8th. Was that Sunday? The 8th was Sunday, wasn't it? Yes, it was the 8th. It was Sunday I sat down and played. That's the only game I've played since last stream. So we've got, I'm pretty sure I've got Tier 8's boats on special tonight. So if you're on Twitch and you want to spend channel points making requests, that's great. If you're on YouTube or Twitter, and you're streaming or you're watching and you want to make a request, just throw it in chat, and we will try and squeeze it in. I will make no promises. Sometimes I get more requests than games I can play, but it is what it is, and we'll see what we can do here. I need to make a couple of small. Let me get rid of that. Move that out of the way. So yeah, I need to get back onto. I've been trying all week to sit down and force myself to make some video content for boats. I had all this wind in my sails on Monday, and then I got distracted and let other things get in the way, and I'm very, 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 very out of touch. Gabe, you're on Twitch. You guys on Twitch, just put in an actual request. Do I spec out Schlieffen as a secondary? Yes, Xanda. I really feel like if you're going to play the German battlecruiser line and you're not speccing them as secondaries, you're missing out on half the fun. Because the main battery guns on those ships are okay. They're not great. Like, you don't play those ships for the main battery. You play those ships because they're giant 12-kilometer bubbles of go get wrecked. And, or 12, it's 12, I think it's 12 at the top end. It's something else at the 7, the 8, 9, and whatever. But still, it's a lot of fun. Oh, I see what you did there, Cluster. I see. I'll get right on that. Let me think about this for a minute. Let's see. You guys have put some stuff in the queue. Terp came in and was like, Tiger 59. And I was like, and then he comes back in chat and he goes, well, I don't want to see stuff that everybody always plays. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna change it over to ranked. We're gonna have a peek. Restream should be working, Xanda. Let's have a peek. Yep, I've got viewers on all 3 platforms according to Restream. I'm at the moment I'm forcing myself to use Restream to get a little bit more familiar with it. It may not be a subscription that I keep up constantly. It's $20 a month, $20 a month for 3 channels. And truth be told, I really want to be streaming to 4. I really want to be adding Rumble in. But right now, I've got more followers on the other platforms, and so that's where I'm focused. In order to get the extra channels, I would have to, I think it's $50 a month. And I'm like, I don't make enough money doing this to justify $50 a month. That's crazy. So, yeah. So let's see. He said, who was that? Big in with the resub, 74 months. We're getting old, Big M. We're getting old, Big M. Thanks for the resub, my friend. I saw you playing Civ 7 this week. You should, on Discord. You should let me know what you think. Zath and I have been trading messages in the background, like, "Hey, have you bought Civ 7 yet? No. Have you? No. We don't trust it yet. Yeah, I don't trust it yet either." I am old, Gabe. All right, let's see. I'm gonna look at Tiger 59. Oh my God, there's Soviet submarines in my port. Oh my God, this makes me sad. This makes me so sad. Okay, let me look. Now he said Tiger 59. Okay. Now I remember. What I remember about this boat is that I hate it. What I remember about this boat is that I so badly want it to be a Minotaur, and it's so very, very, very not Minotaur. Now, if memory serves, have they buffed this ship recently? Ugh, that makes me so sad, Xanda. That makes me so sad. Ugh, that makes me... Actually, sad isn't the word. Have they buffed this ship recently? Wiki... Let's see. No. I need... Wargaming... Where's the wiki? I used to have this bookmarked. I used to spend so much time on the wiki, I had it all bookmarked. And now I don't hardly ever go over there anymore. Here we go. Ship. Tiger 59. One of the things that the wiki does now that it didn't used to is each ship page keeps a little table of all of the various buffs to it. So what I'm doing, if you guys didn't know that, by the way, if you're ever curious, like, did they change this ship lately? You can literally go to the wiki and look and go pull up the page for the ship you're actually looking at, you're actually curious about, and there will be at the bottom, near the bottom, changelog. So there's a changelog here that shows me where the actual changes came. Okay. They changed the repair party constant. They decreased the radar range. They decreased the ship already kind of had garbage utility. They decreased the radar range. So it's 9 kilometers now. But they buffed the heel a little bit somewhere along the line. But let's see, how old are these? 10.3, that's very old. And then, okay, these are both very, very old. So these changes have been around for a very long time. Okay, so no, they haven't done anything to the ship lately. I'll take her out. I'm not expecting very much, but we'll take her out and see what we can get. She's a 9.2 with a 9-kilometer radar. Yeah, the accuracy of these guns is god-awful bad. Now, do I take this thing into ranked? Let's take it into ranked. Because in ranked, I will have fewer things shooting at me, in theory. Now, I don't have torpedoes, which makes my life a lot more painful. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. All right, Terp. We're going to try it out. Terp, I'll tell you what, we're going to try it. I have not played this boat in so long. I could be... What's the quote from October? I could be giving him dimensions on Playmate of the Month. Like, that's where I'm at with Tiger. There we go. What Ginger said. My Morse is so rusty, I could be giving him dimensions on Playmate of the Month. That's where I'm at with this boat. It's been that long since I played it. So, we're going to just be dumb and play it in ranked. And if it works, yay! And if it doesn't work, whatever, life goes on. I sort of don't care. My teammates will probably be much more upset when I explode. Imagine, though. Imagine if I live. Wouldn't that be amazing? All right, what's my depth charge range? 7 kilometers. I do not have hydro. That's going to make hunting the submarine very, very irritating. We have a Kuniberti and a U-190. U-190's going to C. Where's the Kuniberti going? I really want to back up the Kuniberti. That's the play that I would like to make. I would like to back up the Kuniberti. Yes, it was a Soviet sub-movie reference. It's like the only good Soviet sub-movie. Okay. Nope, we're all going to C, apparently. Fabulous. I mean, have you seen K-19? Like, it's not that great a movie. It's okay. It's not great. How's it going, Zaf? Welcome in, my friend. I don't know if you guys can hear Ginger, right? But she's basically saying that she thinks K-19 is an important story that was worth telling, but that the execution of the film left something to be desired. I think that's a reasonable take on that movie. It's, like I said, in my opinion, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a great one either. It just kind of is a movie. That's what we're talking about, Wix. It's called K-19, The Widowmaker.
It's not what the crew of the K-19 deserved.
Yeah. As I enter this game, my brain goes, I'm in danger. Nope, no. Got my hands put in the wrong place on the keyboard. All right, now the Kuniberti is doing me a solid. He's acting like a tripwire. His detection is 6.6, which pushes a detection bubble well out past 10 for me. So he's going to get lit long before anybody has the opportunity to see me. So I'm going to be able to see that somebody coming, and we'll see how this goes. Yes, Thud, that is Red October. Correct. Terp, you and I agree on that one. Actually, okay, so Terp, here's the challenge for you. You say best sub-movie, Operation Petticoat, but is it? In a world where down periscope exists, can you really say that? I don't know. See, now you're going to get Ginger's attention.
There are certain individuals who have served on a submarine that have basically said directly to me that down periscope is a much more accurate movie than just about anything out there. And it wasn't just the one.
Welcome.
There have been a couple.
To Jurassic Park.
It's the McClunky boys. What is up? Ladies and gentlemen, you heard me talking earlier about all the shenanigans with Unlimited. If you enjoy the Star Wars Unlimited streaming that I've been doing, make sure you go throw McClunky a follow. Xanda, make sure we get a shout out for those guys, please. McClunky doing fabulous work covering a ton of the East Coast PQs. I can't wait to see what they do come sector qualifier season. So make sure you go throw those guys a follow. They don't stream. They only stream on Twitch, by the way. So like, if you're looking for unlimited coverage on Twitch, like there's not many people that are doing it nearly as well. Yeah, like they're fabulous at it. I was telling the one of the guys who organizes all that is his handle. He goes by Titanic, but it's Titan 1K, and I'm like, oh, I like that. But he and I were trading messages the other day, and I was asking about their graphic design. I said, dude, your graphic design's amazing. I love it. It looks awesome. I said, did you hire somebody for that? He goes, no. They've got somebody on staff there. Claire does all those. If you all from all McClunky, you know Claire does all the camera work and everything. Like she goes to the venues and everything. She's amazing at it. And he's like, no, Claire did all that. I was like, that is not fair that you have somebody that good who literally is just right there with you. That's ridiculous. All right, Mr. Cossack. Go ahead and blow smoke, buddy. But as soon as I pop my radar, you're gonna regret some of your life choices. Well, you've already blown your radar. I mean, sorry, you've already blown your smoke. You're dead. I think the salmon might have guessed and get lucky on a couple of these. Let's see if I can just limit it to one. Or... Oh, I still took one. Oh, that hurt. 15K, that's kind of not all right. All right, let's smoke.
Much better.
Oh, crap. The shill is right here. I gotta get going. Woo! I accidentally got a kill, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Ooh, I got a direct hit on the sub. Love everything that's happening right now. Feels like these guys may have made a little bit of an error by moving in this close. This is like proper smoke, right? Dude, I'm getting kills! Check this out. Alright, the Bama's still in their backfield. And this salmon is surrounded. You can't stay down forever, Mr. Salmon. Ooh, am I going to get this kill? Am I going to get this kill? Let's go! Yeah! Oh, the Kunberti got it. That's all right. I'll take it. I know, right? Nerf Tiger 59. Totally OP. Ship grossly OP. All right. Did you really, Waffle? Waffle, I literally just started streaming. This is the first game, I was telling chat, it's the first game I played in Tiger 59 in probably 3 years. What drove me nuts about this ship was I always expected the guns to be far more accurate than they actually were. And it drove me nuts. You get used to being able to put such a high volume of shells down range with a Monarch. I'm sorry, Monarch, I'm looking at a Monarch. With a Minotaur. And you get this thing, and you're like, what the hell is this garbage? Now, the boat is also really easily broken when the enemy light units, like their destroyer and their submarine, quite literally feed themselves to you. Like, that was... They should never have done that, and yet here we are. Yeah! Waffle, I get it. I mean, once you have enough experience in a destroyer, Cossack is like cheat mode. It's so amazing. See if this Bismarck can pull his ass out of the fire and live. 342, let's go. Fight, I agree with you. In rank, Cossack is just ridiculous. Like, Cossack is just a good ship in general, but you take it into a closed mode like this with those guns and that detection, and it's insane. It's like, who thought this was a good idea? Certainly every Kagero player in ranked curses the day that Wargaming invented Cossack. Merton, that's amazing. What a great replay that would be. If you have that replay, Merton, send it to me. I want to see it. Just tag me on Discord or something and just send me the replay file. I want to check that out. That sounds awesome. 3 HP. I love everything about that. All right, let's give this Bama something to get excited about. I'm gonna open water. I'm gonna open water fire on this battleship and see if I can draw his attention. Although in a minute I'm gonna be behind this island and he's not gonna have anything. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on. Submarine is just absolutely manhandling this South Dakota. I legit feel bad for this guy. What is he? Is he turning? He's trying to drive straight north at this island. Oh, the Kuniberti's making a close pass on him. Kuniberti's going to have him here. One of those torpedoes will kill him. Yep, there you go. I know, right, Hujam? So, yeah, Chaser, I'm kind of with Waffle on this one, right? Like, no, don't get me wrong, Kid is a great boat. I love my Kid. In a ranked setting, I'd rather drive a Cossack. The heal, the quick smoke to get away. If memory serves, does Cossack have a speed boost? Isn't she one of the only? Well, GG CV, you played well. Wasn't Cossack? Isn't Cossack one of the only British destroyers with a speed boost? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, the British destroyers are good, and then just in general, like the middle tiers are average, but like the tier 8 and up are just good boats. And then you give them a speed boost, and it's like, yikes, they get really, really good. That is a performance I was not expecting in that ship. Like 100% not expecting. So much of it though was the enemy team being total crap. Like just absolute garbage. That's so funny. Yes, exactly. The only good bug is a dead bug. All right. Let's see. Mr. October wants Cheatland. Man, I haven't played a Cheatland in a while. Let's see. Probably got her set up for air. Well, she comes set for air. Air radar. Probably don't need to do anything terribly crazy here. We are running IFHE. And we had this conversation last week, right? IFHE on Belfast versus Cleveland, right? The faster reload on Cleveland, I think, makes IFHE a little more appealing. However, because I know I'm not going to be up-tiered, if I wanted to respec and get out of IFHE, I probably would be okay. But for now, let's just do this. That's exactly right, Hujam. I almost kind of want to take Cleveland into just a random game too, because you're more likely to get a carrier in a random, and I love dunking carriers with this ship. It's so much fun. Okay. The Jarzveld. Everybody in there, Jarzveld. Gabe and a Cossack. Benson and Fantask. Now, I will say this. If I'm a Cossack and I see a Fantask, that is not exciting. That's one of the few tier 8 destroyers as a Cossack player that I sort of don't want to get in a gunfight with. But the Cossack has the smoke and the ability to break contact. So if Gabe plays that boat right, he can still come out ahead if that engagement develops. I think I want to go wherever this Benson goes. I'm just going to get right on this Benson's ass and go wherever he goes. He's going south. We're going south. Let's go. That's true, Waffle. You'll see him coming. What I'm getting at kind of is the idea of I don't necessarily want to get in a gunfight with that guy. Right, as a Cossack player. Yes, I have a heal. I mean, if you have other people who can spot the Fantask for you and you can smoke and get some free damage, you can get ahead of him in health and probably stay ahead because of your heal. But if you play it wrong and he has more friends close by, it might go badly for you. I still give the advantage to the Cossack, but it's one of the few tier 8 gunboats that probably would give me pause, let's say. The Cossack had a heal. You're right. Cossack doesn't have a heal. My bad. But you got the smokes. So you got the smokes. The Fantask doesn't. If he's going to be spotted, if your teammates are spotting him and you can camp in your little quick smoke, you should be able to get a health advantage on that guy. Oh, Chaser's on the other team. Chaser and Gabe on the other team. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, Hujam, you can do tons of great work with almost any French destroyer in ranked, whether it's a Mogador, even the middle tier stuff. Like you play in tier 7 ranked, nothing wrong with those boats.
Time for some fisting. Arrivederci, motherfucker.
Okay, if he's going to lay smoke off of this island, then I'm going to get up there, and this Fantastic is stopping. You're giving up your big speed advantage, my friend. I'm not a huge fan of this. Okay. So now we're seeing the impact here of one of Cleveland's kind of drawbacks is she's not fast. As soon as I touch my rudder, I lose 3 knots. And it takes a little bit of time for her to get back up to speed. Oh, you're reversing. Okay. Try not to die. Now, they don't have any radar.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
What's my smoke fire penalty? 5, 6. Okay. This mass is a much bigger threat, and he's actually doesn't look like he's slowing down. Okay, he's blind firing in here. He has no idea where I am. He got a little lucky, though. Let's see if we can suss out this destroyer. Hey, buddy! How we doing? Ooh, life's not feeling so good right now, is it? Oh, our Fantastic gave his ship up for free. The good news is we murdered the Benson. The bad news is I basically have to get the hell out of here now. The smoke's going to expire, and I do not want to be caught sitting here with a Massachusetts in my face. Yep. You boys are going to have to go get him. I love how as soon as the cruiser's spotted, everybody's like, mine, 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 mine. All right, Massa's out. Cap B.
I'm gonna kill you old style. Suck it down. I was born ready.
Okay, so we know Gabe and Chaser are still alive somewhere.
I'm gonna kill you old style.
That's Chaser. Sorry, that's Gabe or the Yarsveld. I shouldn't be lit. How am I lit? They're north of me. Oh, I get it. Okay. Ah, it's Gabe. Yes. Awesome. Okay. It's fine. We'll just go dark. Let him play around up there and do nothing. But it does mean I can't sit behind this island and shoot. Alright, come on. I agree with you on the Tiger accuracy, Waffle. The accuracy on that boat is absolutely god-awful bad. Y'all need to crush this Yarsveld.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
All right, we have a ship lead and a cap lead. We need to play smart. We also have a health lead. I'm willing to bet that sooner or later Gabe is gonna get crazy. Okay, unfortunately, the mass is going with him. No, little Yarsfeld, you can't get away. Oh, he got a heal off. Ah ha ha! It matters not.
Now you see me, now you're dead.
Chaser's coming around trying to get a shot on me. But all I have to do is show him my ass and go dark. And there's nothing he can do about it. No way am I going to give you that shot, Chaser. Not a chance. No, Xanda, that was the... So, Chaser's right there in the mass, and this is Gabe up here in the Cossack. If we kill the mass, we're going to be in good shape. If Chaser dies, I will happily go hunt Gabe to extinction. Like, and it won't even take that. Well, he can run away and make it take longer, but... Fire your main battery, my dude. Fire your main battery. There we go. Brilliant. So now that... Yep. Now that Gabe is basically left alone, I'm gonna go hunt him down. No, I think Chaser made the right play, trying to pincer me in up here, right? But I also played... I feel like I played fairly smart by pulling back and just holding the radar and keeping Gabe shoved off the cap circles. The Benson is just running around doing whatever the hell he wants. I mean, look at this guy. Hetman, that is one of my favorite quotes. That is one of my favorite quotes. When I was... Oh, man, I'm about to date myself. So many, many, many moons ago, back when Doom 2 was all the rage, I had friends in high school, and we would log in and play Doom 2, PvP, right? Deathmatch, they would call it, excuse me. And you have to do it by phone. You dial up. You you literally dial into the other PC and you play a game. And of course, if you know Doom, one of the little buffs you could pick up was invisibility. Now, in that era, you didn't have voice chat, okay? But you could type in all chat so the other player could see it. And anytime I would pick up an invisibility buff, I would quote Star Trek 6. I can see you, Kirk. Can you see me? That was one of my favorites. I used to love doing that to people. Benson's a rock star this game. 3 caps, plus the smoke. Let me murder their opposing, Benson. Solid team game. Just goes to show that Cheatland is as cheaty Cheatland as she always has, as she always ever was. Well, so Chaser, you had bad options, right? So if you had turned south, I'm 100% and put that island on your starboard side, I'm now free to run north and go harass Gabe and just go run him down. Now, I'll never catch him because I'm a Cleveland and I'm slow. Excuse me. But I'm going to keep him pushed so far out of the fight that he's not relevant, and that's just as good for me. If you come north, which is what you did, you cover Gabe. You keep me from chasing him, but then I can still pull back to the south, and you're exposing yourself to my battleships, which are still around in that gap in between A and B. So that was a nice team game, just kind of the team got all saying, we're going A to B, let's go, and make it happen. Right, exactly, Chaser. Like, you were kind of in a no-win, right? Once we murdered the Benson to the south, he should never have stopped in that smoke cloud. Okay? Let me flip that game around. I want you guys to think about that game from the opposing Benson's viewpoint. He moves up, he caps B or A, whatever. He caps that point in front of him, right? Then he gets spotted by our opposing Benson, and he smokes. And then, shortly thereafter, a whole bunch of light cruiser fire starts coming out of that angry smoke cloud in front of him. I can read a team lineup. If I'm a Benson, and I see an angry smoke cloud in front of me, that's very clearly Cleveland shells coming out of it, I am bailing. I know what that guy's radar range is, and I don't want him close, right? When I popped my radar, that guy was 6.5 kilometers away. He was way inside my radar bubble. He should never have been there. He should have effed off as soon as his brain figured out that that was a light cruiser and that angry smoke cloud in front of him. He should have left, and he didn't, and he died. Exactly. Oh, yes, Gabe, I kept running. You who never approached any closer than 12 kilometers. I kept running. Got you. Okay. Sure thing, buddy. Hujam, I kind of agree, because of you say it's the only map. I disagree it's the only map. On the Atlantic, I think the full team AB push works as well. Because... What's up, Curly? Because the cap configuration on the Atlantic and ranked is very similar. A and B are very close. There's a bunch of islands in between, but they're very close together. And C's all the way at the other end of the map all by itself, just like Crash Zone Alpha. So I really feel like you can make an AB push strat work on the Atlantic if you coordinate the team correctly. It's that last part that's the big challenge. Thank you, Lee. That was a solid game. I enjoyed that one. Okay, what do we got in the queue? Congress, Kid, Kutuzov, Cossack. Oof, Cossack. All right, Almirante Grau. I have not played Grau in a hot minute. Let's go play some Almirante Grau. Puddin', those are the other ships in the game with you that frequently die very quickly. I mean, Curly, you're gonna have to help me out. What you mean when you say aggressive? What are we talking about? That word has a plethora of definitions. See what I did there? Aegir, yes. Okay, you want an Aegir game? Absolutely. Somebody throw an Aegir game in the queue for me. All right, I got to look at this thing again. So I have Hydro, Defensive Fire, and a funny button that speeds up my reload. Okay. I remember this boat now. Oh, that AA defense is amazing. Oh. Okay, yes. I remember the last time I played this boat, I destroyed an Akizuki. I remember this now. A 5-kilometer hydro? 4-kilometer hydro. 5-kilometer hydro. Love it. Okay. So she's very, very, very good at murdering things. Do I take this into ranked? What's my surface detection? 9.6. I kind of want to murder planes. Let's take her into randoms. No, not co-op. Randoms. Want to murder planes. I want a carrier. Let's go. Give me a carrier. Give me a carrier. Thank you for the request, Black Duke. I remember the last time I played this boat, I was like, I need to play more of this boat. This boat's fun, and I don't play it enough. I mean, so Chaser, you made a... Honestly, I think by the time my team had set up an A and B, you guys were in a bad spot. Because you were down a ship, and then you had to push into an area where we had all our firepower. So I'm looking at this. When I look back on that game, I'm not sure you had a good position to take anywhere, right? I think honestly, genuinely, I think you're kind of just hosed either way, no matter what you do. So Curly, in the modern game, no. Triple carrier games are not allowed. In the olden days, it was possible. When the game first released, you guys, if you guys have played World of Warships and only played World of Warships in the last, let's say, 8.5 years, which is probably most of you, you might be surprised to learn how much Matchmaker has changed. One of the things that's changed in Matchmaker is when the game first released, you had plus 3, -3 Matchmaker. So, Mortis, mein Gott, 4 years. Thank you very much. You had, so in your Colorado, you could see Yamatos, but also carrier matchmaking was not mirrored. So you could end up in a game with where the enemy team had 2 carriers and you had none. That was legal matchmaking when the game released. Do not recommend. It was incredibly unpleasant to play against. Incredibly unpleasant. I honestly don't know that I've ever... Okay, I don't think I've ever played a triple CV game, but I think I've seen screenshots where they absolutely existed. In fact, I recall I saw a game once that was like a triple midway on the other team and no carriers on the team that the guy was playing. So it was like, it was bad. Good evening, weekend. I don't remember that, Hujam. Or maybe I do. Did they cut it back? I think maybe you're right. I think maybe there was a time where the triple CV per side was actually into the thing. Can I sneak those over? I can just barely sneak them over. But just that first salvo. And that's in Illinois. I really don't want to mess with that clown. That's interesting. The Akazuki is right here. I have a history of doing mean things to Akazukis in this boat. I feel like maybe I should keep this up. Yeah, exactly. Like when you had... the Stealth Torpakuri was a thing right after the rework. That's true. But when you absolutely had... you had carrier mains that were very, very, very good at the game. That made it incredibly unpleasant to play against. Okay, we have like a literal army of destroyers in the sea cap. I'm liking this island right now, not gonna lie. I want to get another fire on this guy. He slowed back down. Now he's speeding up again. There we go. We got the stern fire. Let's get that midships fire. Come on, give me the midships fire. I probably should have already used my little speed boost thing. I'm kind of holding it for a destroyer, and I think that's probably a mistake. I probably should have used it there when I had broadside on this guy. Now he's just like, F this, I'm bailing out of here. I'm tired of being farmed by this clown I can't see. Don't blame him. I'd be doing the same thing in his shoes. I mean, I've literally shaved 45,000 HP off this guy. Ugh. All right. Well, we're going to lose the left flank. It's going to happen. We can't avoid it. There's the Aki. I need to get up here and punish him. He's about to murder the Benson. Lucky for me, the Asashio outspots him. So let's see what I can do here. Yeah, I shouldn't... Hujam, I am using Lisboa, and I should be using the funny button, and I'm not. I'm going to use it now. Because I want to kill this Aki while I can spot him. Okay, the Aki bought it. Let's work on the black while we can spot him. Okay, black bought it. Let's put the Hydro up. I'm betting the Aegir is out here somewhere. And I'm going to have to back off of him, but I do not want to take torpedoes. The Aegir is a massive threat to me. Yep, because that guy is a cruiser killer, and I want no part of him. Sturdy's back on the surface in front of me somewhere. Let's see if I can push him a bit. The Aegir has no shot right here. Oh crap, I have like traditional depth charges here. Let's go, Almirante Grau, let's go. Oh yeah, I love everything that's happening right now. Go, Almirante Grau, go. Yeah, he's gonna die. Suck it. Yeah, let's go. All right, now I have to get out of here without getting dead. All right, now the good news is that this guy should not be able to citadel me if I show him the narrow profile. And he should burn nicely. Plus, I have help, and he doesn't have a lot right now. See if I can throw his aim off here. Yeah, not so much.
This really pisses me off.
He's got bigger problems than me right now, though.
Much better.
What's my detection? 9-6. Okay, we're clear now. Ooh, Musashi speaks. Alaska dies. Okay. So we need to murder this Sturdy. And I want to stay dark right now. His guns are probably looking over the starboard side, so I'm going to have free shots at this guy in a minute. But I want to wait for my funny button to come up. Yes, I know, it's so much fun to murder destroyers. Come on. Funny button's almost here. Lulz. Alright. Now somebody's back in B, and I sort of don't care who it is. There he is. Kill him.
It's a nice day to die.
I'm sort of sad I couldn't go stomp on the cockroach, but it is what it is. You guys should have no problem murdering the cockroach. Yep, there we go. Okay. Illinois, Yarsveld. It's the Yarsveld capping B with the Vlad backing him up. Yep, the Illinois is turned around. There's the Vlad. I need to remember on this ship in this configuration, I should be using this funny button all the time. I'd have probably another 15,000, 20,000 damage if I'd used it earlier on the Illinois. Okay. Yarsveld probably outspots me, doesn't he? I'm betting he outspots me.
Fleet slaps you back to Bangkok.
Yep, I knew I was going to get the Vlad's attention as soon as I did this. Which is fine. We had HE in the barrel. LOLOL.
Much better.
Oh! Musashi just cratered that guy. I'm actually a little bummed. I would have liked to have seen what my AP would have done to him, but I was not afforded that opportunity. Very sad.
Damn.
Of course,
Desert
you know,
road, no gas.
Russian HE always lights fires. Whatever. 9-4. Okay, so he outspots me a little bit, yeah, which makes sense. And Musashi seals it. Musashi with the Kraken. Cleaning up over here. Well done. I don't know why the Vlad is still slinging HE at me, man. I got nothing. This is such a good boat. Why don't I play this boat more often? Thank you for the request, Black Dude. This is such a good boat. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I'm middle tier. I can't argue that XP result. Yugamo played a great game. Musashi, I think I already complimented him, and take another. Nice. Nice. Their submarine actually showed up to play. Our submarine showed up to roll over and go melt. Good evening, Flaming. What is up? What is up?
Welcome
Ice.
to Jurassic Park.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I need to... Xander, I have not looked at giveaways in a hot minute. How are we doing on the spreadsheets full of codes? Because I think I have 2 full patches of codes to get through still that I haven't even put into the system. Her guns feel better than D7. They do feel better to me. Yes. Okay, you still got plenty of codes in here, and these are good for another couple of 3 weeks. You still have 1311 codes. Okay, and then hold on a minute. I need to look at. Okay, give me one moment, guys. I need to do a little housekeeping because I am bad at my job as a CC. April 12th. Okay, so those are good for a hot minute. But I've got 8 weeks to start giving out those codes. Okay, I need to start doing that. I need to start making more of an effort to just do random giveaways, random boats giveaways on the Discord during the week. Like every Monday, set myself a reminder to get up and give away a pile of codes or something. God knows I've got enough of them. And they don't do any good if I don't give them away. Like they just die. They just melt into nothing. That's no good. Wargaming is giving me free stuff for you guys. You need to get it. I should be giving it to you. Okay. That was fun. Let's see. Let's go back to ranked. We were having the Kid versus Cossack discussion in ranked. So let me Kirov, Gabe says. He hates me. Let's play each. Let's start with Cossack. I think we've more than amply demonstrated before how good Cossack is in the closed format. But let's do them back to back and see. Yeah, I need to do that, Cryo. I just need to like set a calendar reminder that's like, hey, it's Monday, it's 8 a.m. Go give away a pile of codes in Discord. And what I can do, the beauty of the bot having this functionality in Discord is I can set the giveaway up and have it last for like 3 days, right? So that way, it's like you don't have to necessarily be camped on my Discord every minute of every day. If you go to Discord during the course of the week, you'll see it. Okay, so this is This is decent matchmaking for me. Riposte is not a bad map for us. The Kagero barely outspots me, but I feel pretty good about having an advantage against that guy. The Baltimore radar can be hugely impactful on a map this small. And then they don't have a radar. Now, the Bayard's reload booster can be a problem, and the Atago's guns can be a problem, so I gotta be cautious of those. Put that reminder in mod chat, Xanda.
So, who wants to dance?
Do I speed boost to mid? I'm gonna say yes.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Perfect. Thank you, Xanda. Xanda, I'll say make a significant dent in 1311 today, because by this time next week, I want to be out of 1311 codes. So if we don't get 1311 cleaned out tonight, come Monday, I'll sit down and put together a giant giveaway, and we will clean 1311 out completely by the start by this time next week. So give away whatever you want to give away tonight, and then next week we'll take care of it. We'll finish off the rest. Whatever's left, whatever you don't get to. Atago's really good in this format, Thud. Such a good boat. Atago is not the sharpest tool in the shed. This guy's going to get dunked if he's not careful, because he put an island on the wrong side of him. I'm going to need some help with the Bayard, please. Okay, Kagero is here.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage. I'm gonna kill you old style.
Okay, I have no idea why our Wukong is suiciding, but he's dead, because he's dumb. Hey, what is up, my dude?
Time to put on the beer goggles. Another day, another disembowelment.
Alright, so the torpedoes are on their way. And we now know where the CAG is. Okay, so both teams down a dumb cruiser. Bayard blew his speed boost, his reload booster. So we're going to flip the guns and go Kagero hunting. I got a little bit of chip damage in this CAG. I should go Cap A. I expect the Kagero to try to loop back around the island and come into B from the north. If he does that, he's probably doing himself a disservice. Let's see what happens. That is an A-hull North Carolina with that health pool, too. Bold, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, the Kagero has pulled back off the cap, wherever he's at. If he wants to go play B, he's probably gonna regret that decision in a few moments. Let's see what he does. We're down HP, but we're up points. And we're about to start building an even larger points lead. Oh, crap. Okay, so the CAG is still south. I feel like that is a mistake. Torpedoes coming, fellas. Watch yourselves. We're going to go to A now. One of the nice things about this map with Cossack and the speed boost is this map plays very quickly. And Cossack can be big, impactful. No, I wouldn't have guessed that either. He's decided to stay back and play off of C, which is not what I would have done in his shoes. That Baltimore is asking for a paddling. There's your CAG, man. I'm not chasing him while that Bayard lives. That's not a thing. Yeah, see, that's why the Baltimore position is very, very, very bad. We're going to go cap A, and then we're going to come back. We're going to be down ships. We're hugely down health, and my team is not playing very smart. The Massachusetts is in a 4-on-1 and in a 5-on-1 and thinks this is fine. The Iparanga gave up too much health early, and the North Carolina is a coward. So this is going to hurt. Now, they know where I am now. What I need to do is get some torpedoes on this Richie. I need to wait for him to pick a course. Yeah, this is probably over. Largely because my battleships just played stupid. They went and sat in mid, where they could get farmed by God and everybody, and then just let it happen.
Got such good gas mileage.
If we can kill the CAG, we have a possible shot at clawing this back. But I think it's unlikely I'm going to get that opportunity. He's going to be up there with battleships underneath, covering him. Yeah, this is over. Every single one of my battleships just threw their ship away for no gain. And the Bayard is still alive. Pretty much says it all. Yeah, I love the North Carolina with sniper in his name. Kind of says everything it needs to say. He's driving into a torpedo salvo that will end his life. I can almost guarantee it. Oh. Oh, those are going to miss, actually. Oh, he's going to take, like, one. No, he didn't take any of them. Okay. I gotta make sure I don't take... Oh, that is a reload booster, Kagero. Ooh, bold, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, this CAG has no idea where I am.
Step right up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just get up here and murder him. But now that I know he's torpedo reload booster, we're gonna have some fun with him. Because he can't run. We're gonna get our kill. We're gonna get a kill to go with our 3 caps, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna happen. You can't stop it now. Once he's dead, I will pop the smoke.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
And break contact.
I shot, you died.
Well, we're 100% not gonna win this game. But I feel better about my life now. My battleships basically made one long series of terrible decisions. And so, here we are.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Yeah, Hujam, I think with 3 caps and a kill, I'm gonna recover. I'm gonna keep my star here. We'll see. I think the Richie's up here around this corner. At this point, I'm just gonna try for the suicide torpedo run, and if he has HE in the barrel and can kill me, Good for him. See? I mean, he had it, so good for him. Nothing I can do. More like a series of matchmaking deciding the game. Yeah, I know. When your battleships are that incompetent, you're not going to win basically anything. I mean, the Wukong is like, I know, I'll drive forward until dead. And my battleships are like, I'll shoot at anything but impactful targets. Yeah, it's all right. It is what it is. But you kind of see my point. Like, I can take the CAG, and it's not even really a fair fight. I have so much more gunpowder than he does, and then as soon as he's dead, they can't spot me because I'll just pop a smoke and break contact, and there's nothing they can do about it, with no radar on their team. Cossack is amazing. In a kid, would I have played that game the same in a kid? I probably would have. Let's go find out. Now, it's going to be a different game, but we'll show them off real quick, because they're both good. They both simply bring different strengths to the table. Okay, so we did Cossack. Now we're doing Kid for Chaser. That was Cossack for Thud. Okay. Sweet. Is it late in the season, Hujam? I don't even pay attention to these things anymore. I seriously don't. There was a time I actually cared about ranked and would grind things out, and now I'm like, I'll play some ranked and rack up a little bit of steel and then get on with my life. Like, I just don't care. You guys have probably noticed that I really only play the game about 12 to 15 hours a month now, right? I have so little interest in sinking large chunks of time into the game these days. It's wild. Cryo, I hear you. I play ranked because to me it's more fun than playing randoms. Ranked, I know I'm not going to get up tiered. Ranked is tier 8. There's a million great tier 8 ships that I can play. Chaser's on the other team. Chaser's the Atlantico. All right, and then I've got Big M and Gabe on my team. Gabe and an Aki. Ooh. All right. Do they have radar? They do not. I should probably play north. Yeah, I'm going to play north. All right, Shill is... Okay, so Shill is like the upsized Graf Spee. Okay, got it. Ah, there you go, Hujam. Okay, things you learn. Yeah, I've been meaning for the last 2 or 3 weeks to sit down and do kind of a channel update video. I'll probably end up... Boats content is basically going to be confined to a stream a week. I'm going to keep doing Learn to Play videos because I love doing those, and I think those are really beneficial. But they're probably... I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot of other boats content unless I just randomly have, you know, amazing games that are worth showcasing on occasion, that sort of thing. I've kind of just lost my taste for it, guys. You know, Wargaming put out that goofy video last week, and it was just like, look at all it, like... what are we doing, guys? Right? One of the biggest barriers to entry into this game is how complex it really is. Right? It feels simple. And it's a lot of fun. But then you start peeling back the layers. And it's deceptively complex. And so Wargaming's solution to this is to add more complexity. All right. Well, that's a choice, you know. Like,
Time to put on the beer goggles.
I'm going to leave you a smoke screen, Big M. Just keep your hydro running. You got hydro, right? Yeah. Expect to draw some torpedoes from somebody. I'll J-hook it so you've got a place to run if this Brandenburg pushes.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Okay, the Kuniberti bailed off this cap as well. So he's headed back towards mid. Gabe, I'll come meet you in mid. Let's pincer this clown. He just blew his smoke, so he can't stay. He can't hide forever. Okay, the Yarsveld being here is not something I had counted on or approve of. I'm gonna finish this cap. I really don't like this Yarsveld being here. Kuniberti's about to spot me, so we're gonna have to beat feet. And the Ognivoy is here as well, which I find more than a little disheartening. I'm a kid, I don't care. Hit me with a few shells, fellas. Oh, Gabe! Oh no, I might have to use a heal. That's terrible. Okay, would have drifted right into that. That would have been very disappointing. We should do something about this guy. Just as a, you know, an FYI. All right, the Kuniberti is almost 100% cutting back towards mid. Ognivoy's got Hydro, so those torpedoes will probably go nowhere, but I feel like I have to try. Okay, I'm going to have to back off of this Bismarck. I don't know what our Massachusetts is doing. They finally killed the Brandenburg, so we caught up on ships. Bismarck has decided he's going to bow tank? Okay, sure, I guess. Oh my god, what is this team doing? I think the Kuniberti's down in that cap with him. If we kill him, life's going to feel pretty good.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
This game is still winnable, but it is not pretty, to put it lightly. Alright. I'm just going to get in an open water gunfight with this clown because I got heals to burn and I no longer care. Let's see if he's got his Hydro running, or if he blunders into a torpedo. Nope. He's out. Alright. Let's pop a heal and go pick up B. Mass gave up a ton of HP. I really don't like the Zetan's position because he's just like charging like 7 of them or something. I don't know what's going on. Yep, the Kuniberti's down here in C. Or he was. The Ognivoy is crushing my team with torpedoes because apparently they don't understand how to not do these things. Which makes me very, very sad. Hey, what up, my dude? Well, I have to take this gunfight. It blows and I have to do it anyway. Your smoke is offline. It can't help you. The Ognivoy is like single-handedly murdering my entire team up at the top of the map. Oh my god. Well, these could have been good games, unfortunately. Okay, the Kutuzov just ran out of the cap. He's just like, nope, I'm out. F it. He knows I can't catch him, so there's sort of no point. Now, the Kuniberti's playing it smart because he knows as soon as I cap, I basically have to turn around and lead. He's going to back cap me just, like, instantly. The best I can hope for in this game is to not finish last. Watching an Ognivoy manhandle my entire team really does make me sad, though. Ooh, nice hits. Love that. Whoa, what are we doing?
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Sorry, boys. Trying to find a way to not F this up. I think we're F'd anyway, but I'm still going to keep trying here, and I blew that salvo. That makes me very, very, very upset. Good news is I think I can hit this guy with AP a couple times and put him out. Yeah, he's going to die. Okay.
Crumbled like a shit cookie.
Let's go kill this Ognivoy. It'll make me feel better. See, the Kuniberti did the smart thing. The Kuniberti backed off and let the rest of the team move in and then back cap B, which is exactly the right play. He played it correct. He put it exactly correct. I'm more irritated that I don't know, like, what in the hell the Zetan thought he was going to do up there, charging 4 of them. He should have 100% turned around and run the hell away. First opportunity he got. Instead, he kept chasing. Like, what are you doing, you dummy? I'm never going to see this Ognivoy again. The Ognivoy has played the entire game from stealth, which is smart. But it's just like, my God. No, I agree. Huge props to the Ognivoy. Like, that dude played an amazing game. All right, I got a consolation prize. I hit Chaser with a torpedo. Like, that just legit makes me super... See, like, the Zeton just... Dude, you're in a kiting battle cruiser. Why are you charging people? No. Turn around. Use your secondaries. Fire your guns back off the stern. Like, ugh, no. No, stop pushing a superior force. If it's a one-on-one, push him. But when it's a 4-on-1, how about not? I gotta comp the Ognivoy. I can't believe Chaser actually had a higher score there, but it's close. Man, very, very sad. No, Chaser, you played well, man. You guys played a much better game as a team. 88 containers. I guess I should open some containers. I have a super container. Let's see what's in it. Commander XP. I'll take that. As for the other 87, let's look at them. 45 more signals. How do I even get these? I don't know. Just open them all. There we go. Sully says he's thanking you for my Valentine bourbon, but I don't think that's happening. I think he's assuming that you're giving me a bottle of bourbon for Valentine's Day or something.
No.
We don't need more bourbon. Like, no, we don't need more bourbon. No. We have a lot of bourbon in the house. We don't need more.
Honestly, he's probably getting Pampered Chef for Valentine's Day.
No, Gabe, I didn't want to do it for one-off. I didn't want to do it for a one-off container. Those games make me very sad. Those games made me very sad. I mean, they weren't amazing. They weren't... Okay, the first game was really, really bad. My battleships were just like... But yeah, that was rough. Kutuzov. I'm going to take this Aegir request.
He doesn't... Seriously, y'all. We don't need no more bourbon.
We really don't, guys. If you saw the amount... Like, if you were to come over to the house and I showed you all the cabinets I had liquor stashed in, it would make you laugh and a little frightened all at the same time.
Because we don't go through it fast enough.
I don't drink it fast enough. I'm only streaming one night a week now. I'm going through it even slower. I don't drink a lot when I'm not on stream. It's just not a thing. A couple of weekends ago...
We did sit down and...
We sat out on the patio. Was it... It was this past Friday.
Yeah.
Or the Friday before. It was
Friday
it was last
before.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Last Friday night. So about a week ago, right? We had the patio done last fall. Really nice out there. We had good weather. It's February. It's 70 degrees. Why not? Let's sit out there and enjoy it. So I sat out there with my buddy. I had a couple of cigars. He smoked his pipe. I made us a couple of mules. And then we sipped on some cowboy bourbon. And we spent like 2 or 3 hours there. Just sitting there and just enjoying being outside and enjoying the weather. And just, it was nice. But I don't do that a lot, which is unfortunate. Okay.
We don't usually have time to just...
We stay too stinking busy. Yeah.
That's your fault.
It is my fault. I'm well aware of that. What? I'm well aware.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It's both good that I have hobbies and bad that I have hobbies. Let's just leave it at that.
We're both good.
No, Flaming. Well, okay. Truth be told, no.
So, here's the thing. He would be streaming on Mondays, but, number one, my school schedule kind of screwed that, like, streaming from up here. So he was going to stream from downstairs. But we have a kind of family thing going on right now, so he needs to be able to be available to deal with that on Mondays right now. So... Your sister?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I didn't.
I did until this moment. And it's irritating because we talked about it earlier. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good point.
So...
It's a good point. So we'll see. But that should only last a few weeks, right?
It should.
At some point, Dad will heal up enough and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
But,
Yeah.
but the other thing is that I'm still going to be in class.
You're still going to be in class, but then I can go back to, like, streaming downstairs at least. Okay, let's take
And
Aegir
at
out.
some point we can do our Twilight Struggle.
We never did get our second Twilight Struggle game in on the cruise.
No, we did not.
Or the week after. But that's okay.
But that's okay. It was fun.
It was fun.
I did have a good time.
So when we went on the cruise last month, I took my copy of Twilight Struggle along, and I think that was the second sea day.
Yeah.
The second sea day. So the southern Gulf of Mexico, we busted it out. We went upstairs. We set it up in the game room, and we played a full game of Twilight Struggle. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, excellent. I always love it when I'm like the only bottom tier ship in a game.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I don't play anymore.
Just take it as a personal challenge.
Oh, God. This kind of garbage matchmaking is why I just don't play a lot.
Gulf of America.
All right, Andrew. I'll accept it. I'll accept your mild rebuke. But you have to remember that I've been in offshore oil and gas for a lot longer than it's been called the Gulf of America. So, yeah, you're going to have to get over it. Just play ops at this point. I mean, no, Grant, okay. Well, yes. Yes and no. Oh, God, Duke.
Exciting and new.
Shut the fuck
up.
The difference is that eventually we will work our way through the booze.
Yeah, but not faster than I replace it.
That's true.
Generally, so Grant, I am a little bit of a collector. By which I mean, generally, when Garrison releases an annual release, I buy one to drink and one to put in the cabinet. Now, ostensibly, the one in the cabinet is backup. But truth be told, we generally don't go through it quick enough, and by the time the next year release comes around, I buy one to keep, one to drink, and one to put in the cabinet. So this is kind of an ongoing problem. Within another few years, I'm going to have a real problem.
Chaser Sync dropped you.
Yes. No, Grant, I don't look at them because they're in cabinets where I can't see them.
Let's rock.
All right. The good news is this ship wants to be murdering cruisers, and I have some cruisers to shoot at. So that's good. The bad news is they're not going to do very much. They're not going to be that amazing, I think, for me to hit.
I should take a picture of the empty bottles standing on top of our cabinets.
We have a lot of empty bottles in the cabinet, but that's like 10 years worth of bourbon consumption.
That is.
And that's also not all of them, in the sense of some of them just get chucked. I've reached a point where I will usually only keep the nice bottles that I think somebody might want to use for a fancy project, right? And then I just forget to try and do anything about it, or I'm not able to get a hold of anybody who will actually do anything with them.
You just gotta ask in the group.
Ooh, the Wooshta's up here. Now, he's backed up by the whiskey, which I can't say I'm excited about. Okay, hold on. Wooshta got a little dunked. All right, and that tells me there's a destroyer up here as well. So, time to go be somewhere else, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy hunting and
Thank you, dear.
good luck hiding.
I mean, I'm going to try.
Tonight's day to die. For you, that is.
Oh, the Columbo. Oh, for God's sake. And this is why playing these games is an absolute waste of my time. Garbage SAP, garbage bottom tier. It's just like, what is the effing point? I mean, we're winning the game because they have no board control, and now they're down a ship, which I like, but like, ugh. We have no spotting up north. Our Kitakazi is running south. The Jacksonville is finally putting up his radar. What are we doing, Mr. Black? You're going to have to turn. All right. Well, the game starts to feel a little better when your team shows up to play. I won't complain about that. Black got absolutely dunked by the Jacks. Yep, he's out. So that feels nice. Now they don't have any spotting. Now neither team has spotting. Yay!
Welcome.
Mongoose, welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
Jurassic Park.
This is not going to be a great game. I am not equipped to do very much in this game, it would seem.
Just found him.
Columbo's going to have to turn. He's going to have to turn, and when he does, we're going to have some fun with him. Let's see what we can get out of the whiskey here. Well, so far, we're dunking on these guys. 10K, I'll take it. Columbo smoke yet? No, he's line riding. He's going to burn out at that rate. I'm not giving him another shot. I'm going to sit here and wait for him to finish melting. Melt like the dog you are! I'm consistently getting 10K salvos. My problem is finding something to shoot at. I'm going to have good shots on this whiskey in a minute, maybe. No, he's backing out. Conde's not in range. I mean, I'm not doing awful in terms of damage, but game does not feel very good, I'll tell you that. Maine is salivating looking for me right now. What do you bet?
This really pisses me off.
Well, you're not wrong, Duke. This really does piss me off. All right, guns. Finish traversing. Oh, crap. The main's looking at me now. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, I'm dead. GG, boys. Wouldn't want the game to be fun. That would be ridiculous. How did I bounce that? How did I bounce any of that? Okay, I have no shots. I don't even know what's spotting me anymore. There we go. Okay. Whiskey's firing HE at 19 clicks. Interesting, but okay. I'm glad my teammates were here, because this was basically not a game that I was ever going to be very impactful in, and sure enough, I was not very impactful. One thing about Aegir's AP is that these kinds of ranges, firing it at battleships is not going to produce great results. I might... No, the game's not going to last long enough unless people start dying. Nope. Try again, Whiskey. Nope, they bought themselves a time extension. but not for very long. Fun game. Games like that are why I don't play very much anymore. It's just, God, what a waste of my time to play a tier 9 game when I'm going to get that. Like, what a complete waste of my time. Kudos to the rest of my team. Like, I called it. My team carried me because there's so little impact I can have in a game like that. It's ridiculous. Well, Barry, stop doing that. What do you want from me? I'm not the one making you watch. That result makes me sad because Aegir deserves better than that. Now, I will go back and let's we've talked on the channel before many times about the differences between Aegir and Siegfried. And matchmaking like, and you've heard me say I prefer Siegfried, matchmaking like that is exactly why I prefer Siegfried. Because Siegfried will still dunk on battleships in ways that Aegir won't. Siegfried is almost equally a threat to a battleship and a cruiser. Aegir is really only a threat to cruisers, and that's why I prefer Siegfried. Taking those German 15s and giving them basically what amounts to like battlecruiser accuracy feels busted. It is such a great feeling to play Siegfried. You notice it right away. The guns are amazing. Aegir's guns are okay, right? They're not bad. But I mean, what's the reload difference? The reload here is 17.6 versus, it's like 25. What is Siegfried? Like 24, 25? 23. So for 5 more seconds of reload, I get way more pen, way more damage, way more opportunities to literally dunk on a battleship. To me, Siegfried is significantly better. She's a much better boat. I'm going to take this Kirov request from Gabe. We're going to pull it back and do some middle tier stuff for a spell. Kirov is incredibly fragile, but her guns are ridiculous. So I'm enjoying the idea of this game. Let's see how she does. Nope. Siegfried is so good. The ship is just legit amazing. But it's why, just like I was saying, it's the reason I prefer Siegfried to Aegir is games like I just played. Because the thing is a Citadel printing machine in the right matchup. And sometimes, even when you're in kind of a questionable matchup, she can still be a Citadel printing machine. None of these are amazing. I'll just run with it. And I've got Hydro. And I have... They gave a middle tier heavy cruiser roll off depth charges. Okay. Master Chief, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. The Kirov's guns are amazing. It's a little bit like Molotov, right? They're not quite Donskoy guns, but they're really good. There's velocity in the AP. You'll punish things with Kirov's guns that don't know what you're capable of. What's the trade-off? She's like Molotov. She breaks in half if she gets shot at. Anything full pins you. The lightest, dinkiest, most worthless destroyer on a map will full pin you with HE. Because you are basically an aluminum can with guns strapped to it. So it's tough. It's rough out there in the mid-tier Russian cruiser line, let me tell you. But they're fun boats. I mean, they're fun to play. I agree, Crow. The only thing saving Kirov is the fact she's tier 5. And at the end of the day, does anybody really care about their win rate in a tier 5 cruiser? Like, you really shouldn't, okay? Like, I'll just put it that way. You really shouldn't. And here we're going to get a whole bunch of bots for matchmaking. So this ought to be really wild. Mm-hmm. No battleships. Interesting.
So, who wants to dance?
Okay, MK, my point is this. You care, but at the end of the day, it's still just middle tiers. Like, it's not that big a deal. It's cheap to play middle tier games. They don't cost a ton of money. Nobody really comes in with serious expectations. It's like, you know, whatever. And I still have dinky short-range torpedoes, right? These are like 4-kilometer torps or something? Yeah. Those hit decently hard for this tier. Let's go brawl. Let's go brawl with our tier 5 Russian premium heavy cruiser thing. What could possibly go wrong? I'll get citadeled by some opposing HE. That's what could go wrong. Speaking of Omahas, ladies and gentlemen. Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. I'm about to ground myself. Yep. Okay, hold on. Come on, Yubari. Go, go, Russian railguns.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Much better.
Coochie, coochie,
Oh, overpens. Come on.
coochie, coochie.
All right, under the stacks, under the stacks, under the stacks.
This is gonna fuck up.
There we go.
My gun's bigger than yours. America, fuck yeah. Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. Coochie, 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 coochie.
Remember when I said I was going to brawl with this ship? I did not expect it to go like this. Well, we're having fun at least.
Much better.
Got to clear the headland here. Oh, come on. Does this Yubari not have a citadel? What the hell is happening right now? He has so little armor, I'm just overpinning him straight through. This is hilarious. And it makes me very sad. No, I'm not going to eat your torpedoes. Okay, yes I am, because apparently I turned directly into them. That makes me sad. He did not lead those as well as I thought he did, or like I thought he did. Now, it'd be great if this bot would get the last 200 HP off of this. Oh my god. Is this like the special... What the... He's not even aiming at him! He's... Those shots are landing a kilometer away! We live in a hell of a world, ladies and gentlemen. When you can queue up in a tier 5 game and you can't even get bots that can hit a target at 2 kilometers. They can't even hit a target. Like, if you're firing at 10 kilometers and you're missing, fine. But at that range, what in the actual hell is happening? This guy has 218 hit points. He's had 218 hit points for like 3 minutes. Until that instant. The Jusano! Okay, that was amazing. The bot torpedoed the human. That was actually funny. Oh, wow. That was fun, at least. I mean, I had fun brawling in the middle of the map in a Kirov. That was actually kind of cool. That was a lot of fun. But who was it? It was this guy. This guy. This bot. That was physically painful to watch. Physically painful to watch. Kirov OP. I agree, Zath. Kirov 100% OP. Totally ridiculous. Fun boat, though. Okay. Big Game wants to see Kutuzov. Do I take Kutuzov into randoms? Let's take Kutuzov into randoms. I think she's going to be better in a random than she is in ranked. She's kind of a one-trick pony for ranked, and that trick is not amazing. But in randoms, she can... What in the hell? What is this camo? Did they make a new camo for this boat and I missed it? They did. Why would you make a specific camo for a ship that no one can get anymore? That's super strange. Why would you do that? I genuinely don't like this. Because reasons. You're so helpful, Zath. So glad you're here to tell me these things. No. Go back to give me the good stuff. Yeah. Although I actually kind of like the blue. That blue actually looks like decent. Like, that's actually good camouflage. It breaks the whole line up. It makes it difficult to see where the actual, like, side of the ship is. That's actually good camo. I like that. All right, Kutuzov. This is for Big M. There we go. Once you lamented not being able to get anchorage. I mean, I wouldn't expend serious amount of time to get anchorage. Auckland is, man, Auckland suffers from all the problems that Albemarle does, right? It's basically the same boat, the same hull, just slightly different consumables and tweaked a little differently. The guns are perfectly usable. The hull is incredibly fragile. So Auckland is a struggle bus, right? Like, I've had some good games in the boat, but she's a struggle bus. Now, I'll say, I think if you take that boat into ranked, into closed formats where you've got fewer things to shoot at her, she may not be that bad. But don't take my word for it, because I don't know that I've done a lot of that. We're bottom tier, but we have a few other things that'll be bottom tier with, and I've got some really good farm targets. The Monarch, the Delaware, and the Valparaiso are all really good farm targets for me. Gearing Jaeger, Low Yang, okay. Now, do I still have roll-off depth charges? No, thank God. At one point, I think this boat had roll-off depth charges, which made me just incredibly sad. So, let me think about this. I think what I want to do, rather than play... So, what I don't want to do with this ship is get her caught on the extreme flanks of the map. She wants to be sort of central so she can find a farm target and camp out and make that work, make that happen. So right now I'm going to put her right around in here. Something like that. And then see how the game develops. That's kind of where my head is at anyway.
So much for anti-lock brakes.
Put her over here in between B and C. That gives me the flexibility to throw shells kind of in either direction, smoke up, and see what happens. Sully, you don't like Auckland? I'm not going to lie, Sully. There's not a single place in New Zealand that I visited that I didn't like. I mean, Auckland is just another city, but it's a nice city. I enjoyed my time there. But like I said, there's not a single place on either island that I visited that I did not enjoy. And Zaf's been there way more than I have. What is a Vyazma? What is this? It looks like a Moscow. Odd-looking boat. Interesting that somebody can see me out here. That tells me there's somebody out towards mid.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Correct.
Sometimes I even amaze myself.
All right.
Mushroom cloud.
That feels pretty good. Now, the Monarch will make a great farm target. I've just got to get my guns around on him.
Another day, another December.
No eyes on the Monarch. Musashi and Catalunya are running away. I can see the Yang. He's gonna duck back into smoke, and I'm gonna lose that guy. Now the CAG, I'm having to wonder if I kind of want to sit here for a little bit. I've got about a minute. I want to sit here long enough for this Monarch to show up again. A small battle. The new test event ships. Up-tiered hull, half HP. Okay. Double adrenaline rush. Okay, interesting. Where is this Monarch? We have no spotting. Everybody's behind island. Vamp Deuce is in B. You know what? Let's go to B. Oh, of course, right as I get the opportunity to farm the Valparaiso. It's alright, let's just do it.
Think I was gone forever?
Oh, the Monarch. Oh, look. Monarch made a surprise move. Okay.
I like it.
Hey, look, our submarine died because he got point-blank range with a battleship. Who could have predicted it? A hydro battleship, I should point out. Yep. There's the Vampire Torps. He's running south. Now, in a minute, there we go. So, in a minute, the CAG will have eyes on him.
And I've got the weed whacker.
What are we doing? My CAG is going to die. Because he's 100% picked a fight with the wrong bloody thing. Why would you voluntarily pick a fight with a Vampire Deuce? Like, are you on crack? So, the move I'm making right now is incredibly inadvisable, and I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it because I have island cover from the Vampire and the Monarch, and I have Hydro.
Time to put on the beer goggles. Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Much better.
The struggle is, I can't really fire right here
Damn,
because
desert road, no gas,
he'll spot
no
me
chicks.
in my smoke. Which feels pretty awful, but is reality.
Disembowelment.
If he hangs back there, he'll spot me. Monarch looks like he's trying to turn in.
Just found him. Ew, something smells rotten around here.
I hate competent players. They're so irritating in this game. But it's fine.
Where's a hammer when you need one?
Catalunya looks like he turned right to that torpedo salvo. That might end badly for him. We can cross our fingers and hope. Oh, he made it through. Well, I'm dead. Yeah. So many battleships, so little brains. Sully, I mean, good luck. I have so little faith in Marvel movies anymore. I don't even know that I would pay to see it in a theater. Like, I remember watching the trailer for I watched the trailer for Thunderbolts, and I watched the trailer for Fantastic Four, and I remember thinking, these look decent, but I've been burned too much by Marvel of late to trust them with my money. So, probably hard pass. So, we'll see. After Ragnarok. Oh, no, Love and Thunder, probably. I went back and watched Ragnarok the other day. That's actually not a bad movie. Like, it's not great, but it's actually not bad. It's kind of fun. Love and Thunder is rough. Like, that movie is very difficult to watch. Like, what are we doing? All right, let's go try Siegfried. I've definitely hit a rash of not so great teams here. Well, I guess it's just those Kid and Cossack games that I've lost. Where is Siegfried? Here we go. Ragnarok I actually quite enjoy. All right. Why are these flags? I know I've changed these flags. Why are these flags still in this old busted configuration? Something weird going on in this game. I don't know what's going on there. It's like certain things have reverted back a year or two. Okay. Siegfried for electric. Now, Wix, I think you absolutely nailed it. Ragnarok was fun enough that it convinced them that Taika Waititi knew what he was doing with a Thor movie, so they gave him another one. And then we got Love and Thunder, and everybody went, "Oh, yeah, okay, we shouldn't have done that." What is Tai Heng? Shark, when I get back to port, remind me. I'm going to have to go look at this. Is this some kind of event they're running right now? So the first question I have to ask is the ship good enough to want one? I probably have one in port. I'll play it if you like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Taika Waititi did Love and Thunder as well. All right, this is decent matchmaking for us. We can absolutely bully a few of these battleships. Okay, this is not bad. This is workable. Yep, AP in the barrel. Life feels good. CZA again.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. I'm an equal opportunity.
I think I'm going to play along the one line for a spell. I'm going to play back over here behind these islands for a little bit. I'm going to play off the caps and just see what there is to shoot. Some compare it to Slava. Siegfried is steel. Siegfried is either steel or research points. If memory serves, Aegir is coal and Siegfried is steel. I believe that is correct. That sounds right. Nobody will get it because you have to choose between the Free Dutch captain or the ship. Can Siegfried Citadel battleships? 100%. Yes. I have absolutely dunked battleships with these. These are okay. These are Bismarck guns. Okay, these are traditional German 380 millimeter guns. This is you have to what you think when you see a Siegfried. Think of it like a Gneisenau that can actually hit what it's shooting at. This thing gets basically battlecruiser accuracy on German 15-inch guns. So she dunks cruisers. She really if you give her a broadside battleship, she'll dunk that too. She is a ton of fun to play. Like I was saying earlier, I prefer this ship to Aegir specifically because she is a threat to more things than Aegir. Like, you saw that, or if you were watching the Aegir game I played earlier, right? You end up having to fire HE at a lot of battleships because you might get some full pins, but the accuracy isn't great. You know, you're going to throw 9 shells. You might hit 4 or 5. You're going to bounce a couple. You're going to full pin a couple. You get 10,000 on an AP salvo on even a broadside battleship in an Aegir, you're pretty happy with that, right? You're like, okay, that's not bad. In a Siegfried, you can triple sit that guy. I've triple or quad sitted like an Iowa class battleship at 16 kilometers with this boat. Like, the guns are that good. It's 100% doable. I was gonna say, let me see if I can do it to this Niord, but nope. There we go. Let's see. That's a bit of a blind shot. Look at the shell groupings. Look at the accuracy of the guns. Yeah, I overshot him. I'm going to hit him again here in a minute. Oh, he's turning out. Oh, the Brindisi's going to give me a shot. Shouldn't have done that, buddy. Now he'll turn. Oh, he's turning in. All right, let's try it. 18.5. Oh, he turned back out. I think those aren't going to lead quite right. Yep. His engine's out. Let's have some fun with him. The Bolognese will be a good target to harass as well. Brindisi's trying to not show me the juicy bits. But look at the shell groupings. This guy's engine is still out. Okay, he's finally... Okay. I need something to shoot at, boys. It's not a great angle on the hood. Where's the Bolognese? That's the shot I want. Okay, we're going to back off now, I think. Now he's turning out of it. So this may end up being a garbage shot. Let's see if I can land a few of these. No? These guys keep turning out on my salvos. What up, Brindisi? How you doing, buddy? You want to get back in the war? Let's go, you and me. Turn north. Turn north for me. He knows I'm looking at him. Yeah. He's like, nope, I'm going to decline this turn until I'm unspotted. Smart kid. Not many people know what this ship is capable of. That guy does. Yeah, no, I gotta get off the wall. Now, one thing I do like, the Aquila's down here. That could be a hell of a lot of fun.
You want fries with that?
Alright. Hi, Brindisi. Oh, you're gonna smoke? Okay. Sure.
Arrivederci, motherfucker.
The last time this guy saw me, I was turning around. In a minute, he's gonna figure out that I'm right in his face. Now, I'm kind of alone out here. But I feel like the Picardy will give me a little bit of cover. Let's see. Brindisi's about to figure out where I am. Yep. What up, my dude? Yeah, your SAP across my bow does not frighten me. Ho! Now you see why I like Siegfried. The double sit at that angle? Super fun. Okay, I think I can swing my butt out of this way this one, maybe? No, not so much. That's alright. Life happens. Now, there's only 3 of us left on this entire half of the map. So I'm going to start running north and hope I don't get dead. Now, the Zeton is showing me a good shot, but then I lost him. I agree with that, Raptor. The bow armor is sometimes frustrating. You're not wrong. I cannot argue the point. Okay, come on. Show me something worth shooting at, boys. Like that. That's worth shooting at. I'm a little behind him. He's quicker than I thought.
Magic 8 Ball says, you die.
Much better.
All these battleships, they see a cruiser and they're like, mine, mine, mine. I'm like, okay. I mean, good luck with that.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your
I
ass.
probably shouldn't have fired there, but it is what it is. A couple of full pins, I'll take it. I need to hold the fire. I need to hold my fire here so I can turn north along the map edge. LOL battleship guns. LOL battleship guns. God, our vision and spotting in this game is so terrible. I cannot see anything half the time.
Slaps you back to Bangkok.
Oh, I hit him. Just didn't hit him that hard.
I like it.
Well, we have not accomplished much on this side of the map.
Damn. Desert road, no gas.
Hydro's
No
not up for
chance.
another 60 seconds.
Much better.
I love the Colorado's like, 20 kilometers, that's too close. Typical Colorado. I'm a little behind him.
Use a hammer when you need one.
I still hit him for 5. I'll take it. Now, I might consider pushing this Kidda. He's fairly alone out here in this cat. But my Hydro's not quite up yet. We'll see. I might still try it. Because my HE should be able to murder him. Yeah, let's go push. Let's go with the Scharnhorst. This is a bad idea, and I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. 7K. Nah. Now it's time to go be somewhere else. Bolognese's got balls. We should blow them off. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to back off. Come on. There we go. I also love how quickly these guns traverse. In the time it took me to get turned around, my bow turrets have almost come all the way around. Oh, badger milk. Get out. Get out. You know, the Scharnhorst is a little salty, and I'm not going to lie, I do feel like our carrier has not done a great job spotting this game. I'm kind of with him a little bit. I want to dunk harder on this Colorado. That guy has not played a very smart game. He's just hanging in the back the whole time.
I'll still make the Hall of Fame.
We're going to push now. I have absolutely zero qualms about taking a brawl with a Colorado, and the Bolognese does not frighten me.
I like it. I'm gonna run for president. Magic 8 Ball says, you died. I was born ready. Let God sort him out.
Siegfried says hello. Now, he may have put some torps downrange on me, so I'm going to snuggle up to this island and try to get out of the probable line of advance. But you see why I turned south? The Colorado didn't frighten me, and the Bolognese sure as hell doesn't frighten me. I'm probably going to get one more good salvo on the Colorado. Unless somebody dies, that's probably going to be the last salvo of the game that I get. I might get 2 on him. Depends on how quickly I can clear this island. We're going to get all guns. We're going to get all the guns on him in one salvo, and then I'm going to turn and give him the bow. No, this is going to be the last salvo. Let's see if I can Citadel him. He may not live. Yep. My shot isn't even going to matter. He's going to die before I get there. I disagree, Shark. I like Bolognese. In that instance, though, he's literally challenging me at under 10 kilometers, and I am a ship designed to murder cruisers. I'm literally a battle cruiser. Like, that's my main goal in a game is to murder cruisers. But what I like about this ship is she is capable of dunking battleships in ways that Aegir is not. And that's worth the fewer barrels. If you saw how accurate the shells are, right? So to me, Siegfried is a much more enjoyable, much more comfortable ship to play. That did not feel like a top XP game. I legit have no idea how I got top XP there. That feels bizarre. But okay, sure. Whatevs. We're going to roll with it. All right, what do we got? Oh, it's only 9:20. Wow, we're doing great on time. Uh-oh. Okay, we just got another super container. Now it's time for flags or no flags. All right, guys, so if you're on Twitch, we're going to play a little game that I like to call flags or not flags. This is really simple. We're going to do, I got to find it, a prediction. We're going to run a prediction. So what happens on Twitch is you're going to bid channel points for 1 minute. Flags or not flags. Here we go. Prediction is up, ladies and gentlemen. Help yourselves. Flags or not flags. That is literally your options. You can bid as few or as many channel points as you wish. Could be 0. Could be 1,000. Could be 1,000,000. Whatever you want. Bid whatever you like. Flags or not flags. Looks like you've got about 15, 20 seconds to get your bids in. Time's ticking away. Time's ticking. Time's ticking. Most people going with flags. It has been not flags for quite a spell. It was not flags earlier. Okay. All right. Bids are all in, ladies and gentlemen. I need to start running those for longer. 79% of you bid flags. Let's see who's correct. Survey says... I need a drum roll. Not flags. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. So if you bid not flags, congratulations. You just won some points. Well done. I'm never gonna turn down doubloons, man. Doubloons are almost universally useful. There's always a good use for doubloons. Okay. Let's see. What else is in the queue here? I've got 3 ships in queue. Gabe put Congress, Kalmar. Kalmar's that goofy destroyer, isn't it? And then British premium carrier. Now, there aren't many British premium carriers. What am I looking at? Theseus, Implacable. Sorry, Theseus, Indom, Ark Royal, and Colossus. Have I ever... Looks like I've played Theseus once. I've maybe played Colossus twice.
Welcome.
7 Mary 3. Thank you for the follow. That is a fabulous Chips reference, by the way. And if you guys aren't old enough to know what Chips is, I'm afraid you can't be here. I'm sorry. We just can't be friends. Siegfried should be a steel ship. Yes, Thud. It should be steel. Mr. October, what color is my hair? Is SIG Research Bureau? The answer is John, by the way. John was a fellow blonde. Yeah, it's Sandy, but John was a fellow blonde. I had my hair was a lot brighter when I was a kid. It got darker as I got older. Shut up, Classic. Nobody asked you. Is she Research Bureau? Hold on a minute. For some reason, I thought Siegfried was steel. Is she Research Points? She is. Still worth it. Still worth it. I didn't mind Ponch. I was shocked, guys. So, true story. I've been watching Fallout. I realize I'm about a year behind, right? Eric Estrada is in Fallout. I was like, I'm looking at this guy on camera going, this dude looks so familiar. This dude looks so familiar. Why is it? Ponch! Ponch survived the nuclear winter. Eric Estrada has a part in Fallout. I was like, that is amazing. Oh, shut up, Electric. Nobody asked you. The other thing, and I think it was you guys that recommended this to me. I got to figure out what carrier I'm going to play. I really want to play Ark Royal. We're going to play Ark Royal. Flaming, you're going to get Ark Royal for your premium British carrier game. So I think it was you guys that introduced me to the podcast, which is The Unauthorized History of the Pacific War. Yes? I feel like more than one of you guys recommended that to me. Does that ring a bell? Does somebody out there, I'm sure, in the channel listens to that podcast. Ark is a pretty good boat, especially if I get tier 8 matchmaking, I'm gonna curl up in a little ball and cry. But if I get 5, 6, 7, I'll be fine. Yeah, Classic. I don't know. That's the name they chose. But it's this guy. He's a naval historian out of, I think, Mississippi, and then a retired Navy submarine Commodore captain. Like, he ran one of the submarine divisions out at Pearl for a while. So they do a podcast, and I subscribe to it. See, this matchmaking is gonna make me cry. North Carolina, Alabama, and Colorado are all, and Baltimore, and a Jarsville. Yeah, this feels terrible. Ark Royal is not a good boat in this matchmaking. I should be playing Ryujo. Anyway, so fabulous podcast. I found it on Spotify and subscribed, and so now I get the notifications when they release a new episode. They released a new episode not terribly long ago. That's really cool. Watching her little antenna come down. That made me go, oh, I have to listen to this. Will do, Puka.
It's juice.
And it was about Charles Lockwood. Uncle Charlie. Now, I know who Uncle Charlie is because I have done so much reading and study of the silent service in World War II. But if you're not familiar with Charles Lockwood, I would encourage you to do a Google search for this podcast and listen to this episode. If you don't listen to anything else, I would listen to this episode. Because Lockwood is arguably one of the unsung heroes of World War II in the Pacific. He simply does not get the same level of attention that a Nimitz or a Spruance or a Halsey does. But I would argue, and I believe that he was more impactful than some of those men. Not Nimitz, but I would argue that he was more impactful than Spruance and Halsey. In fact, I would argue that no admiral besides Nimitz had a greater impact on World War II in the Pacific than Charles Lockwood.
Yeah, this should help.
So if you get the chance, this is exactly what I don't want to see. I do not want to run into damn Baltimore right now. If you get the chance, I would highly encourage you to check that out. It's a really, really good episode of what so far has been a fabulous, fabulous podcast. Now, the Zara, I can go play with. Let's go have some fun with this guy. Although I bet his Tier 7 Italian AA makes me look like silly. Well, I hit him for a little bit of damage. All right, let's... Oh, we got a fire on the Fuso. All right, well, that tells me... Hold on a minute. No. Do that. Let's put up some torpedo planes and go Fuso hunting. The Fuso put his fire out. Let's go see if we can get a flood on him. One of the things I learned about Charles Lockwood that I didn't know, A, that he wrote a book. I was like, he wrote a book? I'm going to go read that. The other thing was that one of the reasons that he had such good fortune and good luck picking boat captains, submarine commanders, in World War II is he taught seamanship at the Naval Academy in the mid-1930s for about 2 or 3 years. And so he met a lot of guys like Dick O'Kane and Mush Morton at the Academy when they were cadets. And then 7-8 years later, we're all fighting this big war together, and he knows these guys, and lo and behold, turns out they make really good boat captains. I thought that was really cool. I didn't know that about him. I'm wasting my time. My planes are too slow and too weak to get through even garbage middle tier AA. I want to go pick on this Fuso, and I literally can't get to him. What a waste of my time. Alright, I'm going to try for a torpedo run on the Zara. I'm expecting it to be an abject failure. Yep, he moved. All right, the good news for me is that I need to stop attacking their ships that are all clustered up. Let's go pick on this Picardy. Most of the team is up here. Let me turn north. Come to here. Let me go pick on this Picardy. I can do nothing to the Alabama. The Alabama's basically immune to me. But the Picardy might have garbage AA. Let's go find out. Anybody know how good the French AA is on this thing? Anybody? Bueller? Oh, never mind. The Dutch light cruiser is here. Well, I'll be lucky to bring any of these planes home. Yeah, every single one of them died. Sounds like fun, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a waste of my time. So the enemy ships are in 2 blobs, both of which contain giant dedicated AA platforms. Okay. Well, I could just sail around and do nothing then. What a waste of my time. Now, the Jarsveld camp behind this island gives me an interesting opportunity. Let's see what we can do with this guy. This game is a waste of my time. Yeah, I'm going to be out of planes soon.
Yeah, this should help.
What a joke.
So much for anyone.
Yep, fun game. I should be dead soon. My team, battleships behind islands. Their team, sitting in cap circles. Game over. These ships are immune to my planes, and I can do nothing. Looks like fun. Don't really care. Don't really care. Look at these battleships. Look where they are. They're like playing caps. Contest caps. Ah, what a waste of my time. We're not doing that. Yeah, I want to log out now. Yes, I'm aware, Karinsky. That's my point. This is why people who claim CVs are like grossly overpowered or something, I'm like, clearly you've never played a carrier. You have no idea what you're talking about. Because some carrier matchups are just so bad, you're like, well, there's about 3 targets that I can harass. And, oh, look, the enemy team has blobbed up into 2 blobs. So, well, I'll just, you know, drive around in circles. Yay. Fun game. I'm not playing this game, Gabe. I'm not playing this Kalmar game. I don't care. I'm just not. Take your points back. Yeah, I know she does, Yank. And I said that before we went in. I was like, nope. Let's see. I'll take this Congress game, but I'm not gonna lie. I expect this game to be a waste of my time. I think Congress is terrible. This is arguably one of the worst premiums they've ever released. She is just grossly inferior in every way to Alaska, and I don't know why you would ever own one. But sure, let's go play ranked. Battleship Nervosa. I like it. I like it. I can see it too. It makes sense. Congress is absolutely befitting of her name because she's worthless. Exactly. Nobody likes her. She's terrible. She has the approval rating of real Congress, which is to say very, 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 very low.
3 or more useless men.
All right, chat. Here it is. Have a good night, Flaming. All right, chat. Here it is. Who has seen 1776? The musical 1776. Now, there's a film version of it, but you might have seen it on stage.
Not the new.
Well, you say not the new one, but not the new one was still the same musical. It just they gender bent the cast, right? If you have not seen it, I would highly encourage you to do so. It's a lot of fun. However, there is a great line in it from John Adams, and I genuinely think it's actually a real quote of his. I don't know this, but I believe it to be, where he says, "I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace. 2 become a law firm, and 3 or more become a Congress." And I absolutely love that line. I think of it every day that I watch these clowns on C-SPAN or whatever, screaming at each other, babbling about stuff. I'm like, yep, that is 100% a Congress. Well done. Well done. Sit down, John. Exactly right, quote. Exactly. For God's sake, John, sit down. All right. I'm going to follow this Ulan. This is a mistake, but I'm doing it anyway. We'll see how it goes. Wix, what country do you live in? That will help me address your question in the correct manner. So that would explain why you probably should know, because we did sort of beat you there, but yeah. The end of that war was not in 1776. The end of that war was in 1781. 1776 is just when we simply wrote you guys the breakup letter.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with. Much better. Now this is a force to be reckoned with.
Vroom, vroom, motherfucker. Who's your daddy now?
Much better.
Nope, couldn't get those over the island. Feels bad. No, the mass is going to make a mess of me if I keep going that way. I can't do that. He's covering this Cossack, which is good, which is a good move for him. But I need to not allow that to occur. So let's be smart. While my entire team goes and sits in the other cap. Yeah, I'm gonna get pushed now. Time to go be somewhere else. I will say this boat handles better than I remember. I'm enjoying that part of it. I don't know why our Uland has no balls. Like, why have you not capped B already, my dude?
Suck it down.
This was a mistake on your part, Mr. Cossack. Because I'll just come ram you. I have no qualms about ramming you, my dude. Watch me.
Better.
Ah, your torpedo launcher's busted. My entire team playing in the cap. Next time, try to fight. They're all sitting in the same cap. I got 5 of them on top of me. I got their whole team spotted. They're like, we're just going to chill back here. It's cool. Oh, my God. Congress is inferior to Alaska in every way that matters, Galeron. She handles decent. I'll give her that. That ship handled better than I remembered. But I'm just, if you have an Alaska, Congress feels like a pathetic shadow. And I have just no interest in playing that boat. She just legit feels awful, frankly. Like, ugh. Once you've played Alaska, you don't ever want to play this thing again. You're just like, no, hard pass. All right. You know, we were talking about Auckland. I need to be grinding in Auckland, don't I? Yeah, I need to be grinding Auckland. Let's go grind Auckland in ranked. What could go wrong?
That's usually the most dangerous question.
You can't, MK, but if I'm going to take a radar cruiser into ranked, I'm not going to take a Congress. There's way better radar cruisers. I should be taking Edinburgh. Radar Eden would be far superior to Congress. All right. It does not, Hetman. It does not. It's still, the whole thing still makes me cry. All right, what's my smoke penalty? 8? Okay, sure. Well, I basically have to go wherever the Orcon goes. Because I gotta have a spotter. Cleveland would be fine. Cleaner Edinburgh would be fine. Baltimore. Baltimore is better than Congress. 100%. Well, wherever the Orcon man goes, that's where we're going. What was the question, Curly? Mines? As much as I like Hipper class hulls, I don't care for mines. What I like about Hipper hulls is that they can really punch above their weight. Mines does not feel that way to me, and so I'm not a big fan of it. I'll do it. But this ship is incredibly fragile. Well, she has the bow armor of a light cruiser electric. If Mines had the bow armor of a heavy cruiser with light cruiser guns, she'd be interesting. But she doesn't. She has the bow armor of a light cruiser with light cruiser guns. No, mine's does not. No, mine's does not have a 40 millimeter bow. She has a 25 millimeter bow. She might have that little 40 millimeter strake that the hippers get, right? But she does not have a 20. What she's supposed as a hipper, she's supposed to have a 27 millimeter bow, but she doesn't because she's a light cruiser. Unless I'm thinking of a different boat. Isn't Weimar's the 7, right? Weimar's the 7. Mine's is the 8. She gets 40 millimeter at the waterline, but she does not get the full 27 millimeter bow that Hipper gets. That makes her immune to 15-inch shells in the nose. She shouldn't anyway. If she does, then I've misunderestimated the ship, and I'd be much more interested in playing it.
You're about as useful as a hobo's dick cheese.
What's my torpedo range? 12? Sure. Have fun with that. Now, hold on a minute. Double smoke up here? So they all went to... Well, somebody went to C, but mostly they all went to A. The Herakazi's at A. The Pozharski's at A. The Atago capped C. Wherever he is. What's my surface spotting? 10-8. Oh, it's the Herakazi. Hi, Herakazi. Yeah, you need to... You're going to want to not... Oh. Oh, you're very, very... You're in big trouble now. Yeah, that's the Atago. The Ipiranga is throwing his ship away for, you know, reasons. Oh, go away, Massa. Fine. Pozharski is dead soon. I don't know what this Tirpitz is doing. Alright, the Atago's at C. And we don't own A. This feels weird. So Electric, if memory serves, there's a 40 millimeter strake at the waterline. But when you're bow tanking a battleship, the shells do not hit the waterline. They're going to hit the prow of the ship. What's the rest of the bow? It's 25 millimeters, isn't it? Yeah, this is terrible. Well, I'm not sure I can take an Atago in a 1v1 fight. Especially since I have battleships shooting at me and my battleships are all terrible.
Time to put on the beer goggles. Coochie coochie.
Okay, Yarsveld, it's time for you to be useful instead of driving around in circles. Another game with useful, not very useful battleships. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, Rick. That's the point I'm trying to make. Well, I'll be dead in moments. Because my battleships are all dead.
Wow, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Nope, I'm dead. Fun game. Oh, no, there we go.
My gun's bigger than yours. Let God sort him out.
I cannot get battleships. Every battleship I seem to get is an absolute drooling moron. Like, why are you dead already? I don't understand why you're all dead. Oh, gods. No, so their battleships are shooting at me. My battleships are all dead, so there's only one way that engagement ends, right? Bloody hell. Remember earlier when I said Auckland wasn't too bad? I think I'm going to take it back. I think Auckland is crap. I know, right, Thud? The entire team went to A. They got up there. They sailed through the cap and died. I think I'm going to finish early tonight, fellas. I think I'm going to call it. I think I've had my limit of fun this evening. Okay, so good news, at least for me. Saturday, Sunday, back here doing Star Wars Unlimited both days. I hope you will come tune in. If you don't know the game, if you're interested in learning the game, I can tag me on Discord. I can send you some links to some videos. There are people far better at learn to play videos than I could possibly do, and those videos already exist. I will happily send them to you, okay? In fact, what I ought to do is make a bot thing for Twitch that would put that into chat every now and then. That would be smart of me. Anyways, so if you're interested in that, please come on back on Saturday. I'm driving up to Austin tomorrow, going to get all set up, and going to be doing that on Saturday, and then back here doing the same thing here in Houston on Sunday. No stream Monday night, not going to happen. Still planning on doing boats next Thursday as usual. So basically you're looking at Saturday, Sunday, streaming both days this weekend, and then next Thursday for boats again, okay? I keep saying this. I'm going to get around to it. I do have some more YouTube content planned. I did get my stuff recorded for the Golden Barnacles. You guys, if you know Clyde Plays, you should absolutely throw Clyde a follow. Hang on a minute. Let's see if that worked. I'm not sure if that worked or not. In any event, hopefully that shout out worked. It doesn't look like it did. Hold on a minute. How do I do shout outs again? There it goes. Okay, somebody got it in. Brilliant. So make sure you throw Clyde a follow. The Golden Barnacles are coming in about a month. They're on the 15th of March. I'm going to put an announcement in Discord to let you guys keep an eye on that. But that is coming soon, and that is really, really good stuff. Let's find somebody to raid. If you're on Twitch, you know the ritual. We got to find somebody to raid. We did raid Clyde last week. I had intended to raid Zelda, and brain farted, ended up raiding Clyde anyway. So what I'm thinking I might do is see if Zelda's online. She is. Looks like she's just gotten underway. Yeah, why don't we go raid Zelda? It's been a hot minute. I have not raided Zelda. And I meant to raid her last week and absolutely failed at it. This needs to go to Twitch. No, she's used to me raiding her by now. I don't think she'll cry. That feels unlikely at this stage of the game. Let's make sure the raid... That did not take. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now the raid is up. There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Again, I really, really hope you guys will come back Saturday and Sunday. Having a ton of fun streaming Star Wars Unlimited. Lots of good work over there. Big things coming in that department, I hope. Fingers crossed. So we'll see how that goes. She did once. She has cried before, but it's been a while, and I doubt she'll do it again. In the meantime, guys, y'all have a great weekend. Again, hope to see you around. If not, I'll be back here next Thursday with boats. Y'all have a great week. Stay warm in the meantime. It's supposed to get brutally cold again pretty much everywhere in the States. If you're not in the States, well, enjoy whatever weather you happen to be having. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.